Hello and welcome to DuPont Presents Power of Shunya Challenge for Zero. We have 24 teams that are participating, trying to impress us with their innovations. As you know, innovation is the foundation for progress. And we scouted the entire country, found young innovators, partnered them with business school students, and we have them here presenting to our eminent jury, trying to impress us and work their way towards that big prize, to be the most innovative team that we could find, to get that 10 lakh rupee cash prize, and of course the paid experience, the hangout at the DuPont headquarters in the United States. So that's what they're fighting for. We have 3 teams who are here today, 3 products that are going to be presented in front of our jury. So let's go meet our jury. Our first jury member is Dr. Harish Hande, MD of Selco India. Hi Harish, how are you today?
Good. I wish I was on the other side.
In terms of age or?
Yeah. And yeah, a trip and all, boss.
Yeah, a trip. Yeah, that's it. I think Homie would be able to help you with that. Our next judge is Ms. Vani Kola, Managing Director of Kalari Capital. Vani, looking fantastic in that sari today. So distracting us a little bit from the innovation.
Well, this is innovation too, you know. So innovation in all types. So.
Well, thankfully, our last judge has only innovated in terms of tie color and not decided to wear a sari himself. We have Homi Bhedwar, Technology Director, South Asia and ASEAN for DuPont. Homi, how are you today?
I am absolutely great. Thank you.
Any word to Harish about this little DuPont trip he's trying to get?
Do you have another contest coming up?
Maybe.
Next to me dressed like this, I have no chance, boss.
Well, let's begin today's proceedings. The first of our 3 teams, the first of our 3 products. Let's have a look at the product, the innovation, before we call the team out.
A childhood memory of watching his grandmother suffer over a smoke chulha inspired Santhosh Kumar to develop his product Nav-Oorja. He has devised chulha add-ons that help direct the smoke away from the user while simultaneously warming the fuel, with the adjustable flame height improving overall efficiency as well.
Presenting Nav-Oorja, let's welcome Santhosh Kumar and Ashish Sharma. Santhosh and Ashish, welcome to the show. Well, Ashish, of course, will be telling us about the viability of the product financially. But first, to tell us more about this innovation, we're going to give the floor to Santhosh. Santhosh, the jury is here, your product is here, the audience is here. It's all yours.
8,70,000 people are dying every year due to this smoke causing due to the biomass stove, and 1.6 million people are affected with its inability that they cannot able to recover. So we designed a product such that it reduces the smoke away from the woman who is cooking. It traps the smoke, gets away from them. We have 2 other ideas like adjustable graded bottom and the smoke preheater. The smoke preheater which preheats the fuel before even letting into the combustion chamber. These 2 gives a efficiency of 4.27% greater than the conventional biomass stove. This is our innovation.
Thank you so much, Santhosh. We're now going to hear from his mentor, Professor Rajesh Khanna from his institute. Professor, could you tell us a little more about this innovation, about the advantages of it?
I feel 3 interesting things, 3 advantages I found when I compare with the conventional stove. The first one is smoke arrestor. I mean, they are almost set a path for all the burning smoke or flue gas in a diverted portion chamber. So there the entire smoke is going to the chamber and is going exhaust, and finally it mixes with the atmosphere. Second thing is a container they provided for storing or stocking the fuel to demoisturize any kind of fuel. And the third one is adjustable grade they provided in their stove. So I can say that these 3 things are very novel in their project.
Well, we now know how it can help. We also know who it can help. Now Ashish will tell us how it can get to those that it can help. Business presentation, all yours.
So the customer segment that we are targeting are the rural biomass collectors and purchasers in 5 priority states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Then second parameter is the per capita GDP, which basically tells us the affordability. Third parameter is the physical infrastructure in these villages and penetration of similar products. Looking at the pricing strategy, we've used a cost-based strategy to price our product. Our product would be priced at rupees 335. In terms of investment, this product requires a 272,000 rupees investment, and we expect to reach a break even within 6 to 9 months. The projected first-year revenues are about 450,000, assuming a 20% adoption in the first set of 50 villages that we are going to target. In terms of distribution strategy, we've identified 3 innovative options. One is channel partnership, basically distributing through companies which supply similar products in the rural. Second is through outsource agencies. Third is government-aided distribution. In terms of marketing strategy, and I think word of mouth marketing through trustworthy sources and engaging the potential customers through demonstrations at various weekly and monthly hearts and melas would be extremely essential. What we've also done is we've budgeted rupees 10 per product. How we'll utilize that is that we'll have one marketing agent per state to engage with the opinion leaders, and we'll also distribute free samples in the villages to promote imitation.
Thank you very much, Ashish. Well, as they mentioned, there's a lot of smoke, but behind the smoke, is there fire? We're going to let the judges decide that after their questions. Homi, would you like to go first?
Yeah. It's a relatively simple device. There is nothing particularly hidden in the device that makes it difficult to copy it. So what if somebody comes and undercuts you in price?
I think one thing we need to constantly do is keep improving on this product, and we need to look at alternate metals that we can use to bring down this cost. The other barrier is locking the channel partners. So if we develop a sustainable rural distribution channel for our product, I think it's very tough for a competitor to come in and do the same.
So I think the thing I'd like you to think about is how you might put in things which in fact make it more difficult and give you a competitive edge, the first mover edge, all of those kinds of things. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you guys cook? Because cooking is a complex thing. If you look at cook stoves, you cannot standardize them. If you look at, there are 30 plus companies trying to do biomass, and none of them have broken even in 5 years. So your 6 to 9 months, it's not possible. And at a 10 rupees a channel partner, nobody is going to have 10 rupees. They all ask for minimum of 100 rupees. I think rework on your business plan and do a little bit of more market research. It's not efficiency that sells cook stoves. So that's why I asked, do you cook? It's the reliability.
Thank you so much, Santhosh. Thank you, Ashish. Good product, good presentation. Well done. So that's 1 down and 2 to go. We're going to come back with the next product. Stay tuned. DuPont presents the power of Shunya, the challenge for zero. We'll be right back. Twenty-four teams competing, showing off their innovations right here on DuPont Presents the Power of Shunya, the challenge for zero. What's the zero we're looking for? For all the ills that plague society, we want zero malnutrition, zero traffic snarls, zero illiteracy. That's what we're going for, and that's the kind of social impact that we're looking for in these innovative products. There's 2 more left to go in today's competition. Let's have a look at our second product.
Adarsh Kashyap from Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysore has utilized the waste pineapple leaf fibre to develop a product called PALF Composite, an eco-friendly replacement for wood and ply products.
To talk about their product, please welcome Adarsh Kashyap and Priyanka Ramaswamy. Adarsh, Priyanka, welcome to the show. Adarsh, tell us what your project is called.
Pineapple leaf fiber reinforced composites.
Okay, and you have a short project name for it?
PALF Composites.
PALF Composite. That's a good name. It's got to be catchy these days.
Yeah.
So Adarsh, this is how we're going to play it. We're going to have your innovation presentation first, and then we'll move to Priyanka to get the business perspective on it. So if you're ready, all yours.
I have used waste pineapple leaf fiber, which is a biodegradable material, and a bisphenol resin, and combined these two and prepared a composite material and conducted various tests like tensile test, flexural test and Charpy impact test, and the results were obtained. And after comparing these results were comparable or more than that of plywood, particle boards and MDF boards, which can be used as a sustainable, which acts as a sustainable, eco-friendly product for the construction industry.
Thank you so much, Adarsh. We're going to hear from Adarsh's mentor now, Professor L.J. Sudev. Professor, if you could just tell us some of the features of PALF Composites.
This particular composite material, it is better than any other natural fiber reinforced composite material like jute, or might be it is a coconut coir or sisal. We have found very good properties. The tensile properties are better than the other natural fiber reinforced composites. It is eco-friendly, biodegradable. We have the tendency that it can replace plastic material also.
Thank you so much, Professor. Well, Priyanka, now it's time for the business presentation. All yours, go.
Thank you, Gaurav. Coming to our customer segment, we are targeting the green building industry, which is a segment of the construction industry. And they should buy from us because these customers intrinsically want to do good to the society. So not just is our product very sustainable and eco-friendly, but we have a three-pronged strategy where we are actually helping farmers and rural India as well. So our social impact is that much bigger. We have identified 4 stakeholders in this industry. We have the influencers and opinion leaders like the developers, architects and interior designers, the investors, tenants who will be finally living in these buildings, and skilled labor like carpenters who will be working on actually implementing the product. And we have a different marketing strategy to target each of them. The pricing strategy, this product right now is marginally more expensive than plywood. Plywood is currently sold for 550 rupees and our product is 600 rupees per square meter. Having said that, once we achieve economies of scale, we will be able to reduce our price. Also, in the long run, customers will be okay to pay a little extra right now because it's more durable and versatile, so the maintenance cost becomes lesser. Coming to our distribution strategy, we want to target metros, tier 1 and tier 2 cities, and we'll do direct selling to institutional clients and also have stockists and CNF agents. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Now, the jury will tell us whether they found this pokey like the outside of a pineapple or sweet like its inside. Homi, first question from you.
I do not understand what the innovation is here because the pineapple leaf reinforced materials have been known for a long time. They've been used in thermosets and thermoplastics. So help me understand what is new over here.
The combination of pineapple leaf fiber and bisphenol resin is not carried out by anybody else. Some of the properties are greater than the which were previously done, sir.
Okay, so there may be 1 or 2 things that are a little different.
Yes.
Right?
So talking about the viability of the end product, which is where I had the question. Everything I get in ply today, a 4x4, a 2x1, whatever those sizes are, around which a whole industry is standardized. Can you produce exactly to that spec?
Yeah, we can produce.
Okay.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Adarsh, for that presentation. Good job and all the best. Well, all that pineapple talk has got us a little hungry, so why don't we go grab a bite of fruit or something? Yes, stay healthy. We're going to come right back on DuPont Presents The Power of Shunya, the challenge for zero. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to DuPont Presents The Power of Shunya Challenge for Zero. 3 competing teams today, 1 trying to win those 2 tablet computers and to get a chance to go into that grand finale. Here is our 3rd and final product for today. I've decided to stop the show right here and call for lunch. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's see if they can whet our appetite now. Let's call on the third team of Shikhar Gaur and Soumya Shaw. Shikhar, Soumya, how are you?
We are fine.
You have enough for all four of us?
I think so. I have enough for you, all of you.
Okay. But right now, no eating, only talking. So, if you're ready, the floor is all yours.
I have created this sweet potato gulab jamun, also known as the healthylicious. It is taken from two words, healthy plus delicious. And it becomes a zero. That is a zero search for a complete food. That's my product is all about.
Fantastic. Short and sweet, hopefully, like the gulab jamun. We also have one of your mentors, Professor Atanu Jana, who's joining us now. Professor, have you tasted any of these gulab jamuns and how are they compared to the original ones? I mean, before we bite into one of them.
I found little graininess. As such, gulab jamun, when made from any grainy khoa, tends to be little granular. But in this particular sweet potato containing gulab jamun, I found it little more grainy. And maybe I suppose because of some fibers which are automatically coming in through the sweet potato. But it was not at all unpalatable and it was as good.
Thank you so much, Professor. Sold. 6 to 10 for each of us. But talking about sold, we have the business plan now, which will tell us how this will sell, how much of it will sell, and how fast it will move. So Soumya, if you're ready, your business presentation, start.
Now, the target customers that we are going to target at are mass customers such as restaurants and caterers, and then there would be individuals as such. We'll be looking to target at countries which have high NRIs and high PIOs, countries like the USA, UK, and Saudi Arabia, which are the high growth countries in terms of NRIs. The moderate focus countries would be countries like Canada and Oman, which have a little less number of NRIs. And thirdly, there would be the low focus countries such as South Africa and Sri Lanka, which we'll focus on only in the 4th and the 5th year. For the pricing, we followed a flowchart that deals with 4 steps. First of all, we determine what the pricing objective is. This comes from our market objective, which is establishing Healthylicious as a market leader and garnering a 25% market share. The second is determining the demand. Now, the current demand for gulab jamuns in the market is around 1,000 crores, and this is only going to increase in the future. Thirdly, we estimate costs for the product. It comes to around 55 rupees for a kilogram. For the distribution, since we'll be distributing this product both in rural and urban markets, for the rural markets, we'll be following a hub and spoke strategy, which will enable us to implement a lot of cost effectiveness. So this would mean that retailers in rural areas would be getting larger consignments at lesser frequency, and distributors and retailers in the urban areas would be getting smaller consignments at a greater frequency. Now, there are 4 aspects of the promotions and advertisements as well that we are going to consider here. First aspect is that we'll take the help of the TV and the newspapers to advertise our product. Secondly, for every city that we expand from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year onwards, we'll be going for free sampling done in malls. And to attract NRIs and PIOs, we'll be going for advertisements on retail sites such as Amazon.com. And finally, in order to promote the product, we'll be going for small level sponsorships of global sporting events, because we believe that this is a product which focuses on nutrition, and this will help us in establishing synergies with sporting events. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jury is not an easy one to please, and they normally don't see eye to eye with these presentations. Let's see if that's what happens here. They say potato. Do you say potato?
Shikhar, you know, when I go on the internet, I can find 100 recipes which are more or less the same for sweet potato gulab jamun. I actually made it. It's really more for, you know, bragging rights of something unique than necessarily something that's going to replace gulab jamun. So what is the innovation?
Ma'am, actually the main difference between my product and the available, like you are saying on websites, is that they are just mixing in any proportion, but I have taken 3 to 4 trials of different proportion, and at last I have come to this proportion of 60-40, and I have defined this product very sound in the on the nutritional grounds as well as cost grounds, which I don't think anyone has ever tried.
Trust an MBA student to turn around anything. You started off with poverty and malnutrition, And then you came, I really did not see that connection. Then you talked about NRIs and you talked about low NRIs, the high NRI countries. You completely went, how are you connecting it? Is there a connection or you're forcing a connection to happen?
That's because the target segment that we are focusing on comprises 55% of the population.
Right.
So that comprises people who live just above the poverty line as such. So they would try to buy our products, which are the smaller pack size, the 250 grams one. And this would enable them to achieve that level of nutrition which they do not get through other foods.
Okay, well, thank you very much to both Soumya and Shikhar. Maybe pumpkin jalebis is the way to go after this. Maybe that would be. Think about that. Thank you so much. Good presentation. Thank you. Well, Soumya and Shikhar spoke about cholesterol going up. I know there's two teams back there with their hearts pumping because they want to know what the result is. Do they get a chance to go through to the grand finale? Well, there's three people here who are going to give us the answer to that. We're going to leave it to our judges now to deliberate for just a moment and tell us who the winner for today is. They're judging all three teams on 5 basic parameters at 20 points each, on disruptions, on relevance, commercial viability, the science behind the idea, and most importantly, that Shunya quotient. We're talking about social impact. So we had 3 entries today. The cooking stove, we were talking about pineapples, we spoke about gulab jamuns. It turned out to be more a food show than a science and business show, wasn't it? But let's ask our judges which of the 3 they thought was the yummiest. Harish, to you.
I think it was a good fight between 3 of us to pick the winner, and so we chose the biomass cook stove as the winner because they're trying to do something very critical for a country like India. Even in the world, there are 1 million women and children die in the world because of indoor air pollution, and 75% of them are Indians. That's exactly why we got together and gave the one.
Excellent. Well, so let's get our winners here. Please welcome the winners of this episode, Santhosh and Ashish. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Harish will present you with a tablet device each. Thank you. So here's our winning team. They want to reduce smoke, but we want you to increase the fire, right? Because we want to see you go into that grand finale. Big prizes they're playing for. Not just the 10 lakh rupee cash prize, but also paid experience at the DuPont headquarters in the US. So maybe we see them because they do live to fight another day. I'd like to thank our judges. Thank you so much. We know this one wasn't easy for you. That's all we have for you in this episode of DuPont Presents A Power of Shunya, the challenge for zero. I'm Gaurav Kapoor saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.